Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Analysis Hub. Today's video is going to be a little different and very exciting because we're talking about something compact, unique, and surprisingly practical, the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper. If you love the idea of road trips but don't want the size and cost of a full motorhome, this tiny three-wheeled camper might grab your attention. In this video, I'll share my personal analysis and honest opinion about the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper, based on research, automotive trends, and comparisons with other small campers and trike conversions currently available in the market. So let's dive right in. First, let's talk about the exterior design. The 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper follows a reverse trike layout, meaning two wheels at the front and one at the rear, which improves stability compared to traditional single-front trikes. From the front, it has a compact yet bold look. The LED headlamps are sharp and modern, and the small windscreen gives it a semi-touring motorcycle feel. The body panels are lightweight, most likely made from reinforced composite materials to keep overall weight low while maintaining durability. Moving toward the side profile, you'll notice the integrated camper pod attached at the rear. This is where things get interesting. Unlike standard motorcycles with trailers, this design feels more unified. The camper shell is aerodynamic, rounded at the edges to reduce drag, and slightly raised to provide enough headroom inside. It's small, yes, but intelligently shaped. The ground clearance appears practical for city roads and light off-road camping spots, although this is definitely more urban adventure focused rather than extreme off-roading. At the back, the single rear wheel supports both the drive system and the camper's weight. The taillights are slim LED strips, giving it a futuristic touch. Overall, the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper looks like a mix between a touring bike and a mini motorhome, compact, efficient, and eye-catching. It's the kind of vehicle that will definitely turn heads at fuel stations and campsites. Now let's step inside, because the interior is the real highlight of this micro camper. Of course, we need to be realistic. This is not a full-size RV, space is limited, but the layout is designed very smartly. The rear camper section offers a convertible sleeping area that can comfortably fit one adult, and possibly two if they don't mind a cozy arrangement. The mattress platform folds during the day to create a small sitting area. Cushions are multi-purpose, acting as both seating and bedding support. Storage is cleverly integrated under the seating platform and along the side walls. You get small compartments for clothes, travel essentials, and basic camping gear. There's also a compact fold-out table that can be used for working on a laptop or enjoying a quick meal. Some variants of the 2026 model may include a small portable fridge, USB charging ports, LED ambient lighting, and even a roof vent fan for airflow. Ventilation is crucial in a micro camper, and this model seems to address that with side windows and a roof hatch. The windows may include mosquito nets, which is a practical addition for campers. Insulation has reportedly been improved in the 2026 version compared to earlier micro camper concepts, helping regulate interior temperature in moderate climates. Now let's talk about the cockpit area. The rider's seat is positioned upright, similar to touring trikes. The handlebar layout is ergonomic, and the digital instrument cluster displays speed, fuel level, trip information, and possibly navigation connectivity through a smartphone app. Depending on the trim level, you may get features like Bluetooth connectivity, built-in speakers, and a rear-view camera for easier parking. When it comes to performance, the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper is not built for racing, it's built for steady, economical travel. Most reports suggest it uses a small displacement engine, likely in the 250 cubic centimeters to 400 cubic centimeters range. This size is ideal for balancing power and fuel efficiency while handling the added camper weight. The engine is expected to be liquid-cooled for better performance consistency on longer trips. Acceleration will naturally be modest, especially when fully loaded, but for highway cruising at moderate speeds, it should perform adequately. The real advantage here is fuel economy. Compared to traditional RVs or even camper vans, this tricycle camper is extremely fuel efficient. Riders can expect significantly lower running costs, making it attractive for solo travelers and budget adventurers. The suspension setup plays an important role in ride comfort. The front dual-wheel configuration improves cornering stability, while the rear suspension is reinforced to handle camper weight. It may not glide over rough terrain like a full off-road vehicle, but for paved roads and light gravel paths, it should offer a stable and controlled experience. Braking performance is another key factor. With added camper mass, strong disc brakes are essential. The 2026 model is expected to feature dual front disc brakes and a rear disc brake, possibly supported by ABS for added safety. This is particularly important for new riders who may not be experienced with three-wheel handling dynamics. Now let's discuss pricing, because that's where this micro camper becomes very interesting. While official numbers may vary by market, the expected price range for the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper could fall between $12,000 and $18,000 depending on features and customization options. Compared to full camper vans or motorhomes, this is significantly more affordable. Even compared to some high-end touring motorcycles, the pricing seems competitive considering you're getting both transportation and sleeping capability in one compact package. Maintenance costs are also expected to be lower than larger RVs, smaller engines generally mean cheaper servicing, and fewer complex systems reduce the risk of expensive repairs. Insurance costs may also be closer to motorcycle insurance rather than full motorhome coverage, depending on regional regulations. So who is this vehicle for? In my opinion, the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper is perfect for solo travelers, digital nomads who move frequently, and adventure enthusiasts who want minimalism without sacrificing comfort completely. It's not designed for families, and it's not ideal for luxury seekers. But for someone who values freedom, mobility, and low operating costs, it makes a lot of sense. Of course, there are limitations. Space is tight. Storage capacity is limited. Weather protection is not as strong as a full camper van. And long highway journeys in extreme conditions could be tiring. However, every vehicle category has its trade-offs, and within its niche, this micro camper performs impressively. When compared to small teardrop trailers or compact van conversions, the biggest advantage here is simplicity and compactness. You don't need a separate towing vehicle. Everything is integrated into one smart, efficient platform. Parking is easier, maneuvering through city traffic is simpler, and overall ownership feels less complicated. To sum it all up, the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper represents a creative step forward in compact adventure travel. It combines motorcycle freedom with basic camper functionality in a way that feels practical and modern. It's not about luxury, it's about experience. It's about waking up near a lake, enjoying a cup of coffee from a fold-out table, and knowing you traveled there with minimal fuel cost and maximum flexibility. That's my detailed analysis and opinion on the 2026 Micro Tricycle Camper. If you enjoy unique vehicle reviews like this, make sure to support the channel. Let me know in the comments, would you choose a Micro Tricycle Camper for your road trips, or would you still prefer a full-size RV? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.